Hello and welcome back to the Tyranny of Stories channel, where today we're gonna try, well, I don't know if it's just for today, but in general, I'm gonna try dictating with different apps to see if I can get more writing done, because today is the first day of Camp NaNoWriMo and I want to get as many words written as I can. And so far I have the idea of the story. Now I just need to figure out the outline and whatnot, which is what I'm doing for Camp NaNoWriMo. Is I'm going to figure out the outline, rework it quite a lot until November, and then maybe in November I'll use this story for my project. We'll see, but for now I just want to work on the outline, and I'm going to try doing that with dictation. So let me show you what I got going on. So I'm using the one in Google Docs because a minute ago I was messing around with it and it worked really well. Like, it listens to me so well. Like, hold on, let me just turn it on. So there's this little microphone and I have the little mic in my hand, and now it's going to listen to everything I say. So I think it'll be really helpful. The only problem is it doesn't use the punctuation like I wish it would. And if you say something like new line or period or something like that, like, it won't do it. So it's just going to be one long form paragraph, and then I'm going to have to edit it later, and it's probably going to be more of a stream of consciousness thing, because a minute ago I was doing this and I did like a page and a half. It was like 1,500 words, and it was something that I wouldn't really use in like day-to-day life, like the way it was spoken, written, whatever. It was kind of weird, but like something like this, I'll end up with like a paragraph or a whole page, and then I'm gonna have to edit it and figure out where the periods, commas, all those things are. But I think, oh, it did a comma that time. That's weird. And it does mostly understand the words I'm saying. Sometimes it doesn't, but it's not anything that I can't figure out on my own. But yeah, so that's how this thing works. And then if I click off, it turns off. And the other way to make it stop doing that is to just click the button. So I'm going to try doing this and see how it goes. I do need to make like a short outline of what I want to work on for each like dictation thing that I'm doing. And then I'm gonna start talking, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start with the beginning of the plot snowflake, and I'm just gonna work my way through that and figure out like where I'm at in the story, because I haven't touched this in probably like maybe like 3-4 days to about a week. And so I want to get back into the story, get back into the mindset. I might look up aesthetics later and make the actual mood board for this story later as well, but for now I'm gonna start with the plot snowflake, speaking that out and seeing how that goes, because there are 3,497 words in that document, so it shouldn't take me more than, I don't know, like 20-30 minutes, and then maybe I'll find out things about the characters that I would enjoy knowing, like I would be able to use for the story, because I feel like speaking is going to be something a lot more, well, one, it's a lot faster because I'm not trying to type out each letter of a word, so I won't lose my train of thought as easily because all I'm doing is talking. And I do really just kind of talk this fast. A lot of people talk slower when they're doing this kind of thing, and I might end up doing that too, but I do pause a lot, so that might help me as well. But I don't know, I think it'll go pretty well. I don't think there'll really be too much of a problem with it. So I'm gonna start doing that, and then I will come back when I'm done and we'll see where I end up with this, because I don't really know, honestly. I don't know how this is going to go. So we're going to start with the stuff that I already have like written here. I'm just going to kind of like speak it out and figure out what I do and don't like. And there's probably going to be a lot of commentary in this thing too. And then I can just kind of figure it out from there, edit it, figure out what I want to do with it. And then eventually I can start kind of working on the one-page character summaries and then the 4-page synopsis, which is going to end up being a little bit different. Hold on. I need to find a font I like. I think 12 is probably fine. And then I need to space it. Oops. There we go. We'll do double 1.5. Alright, so I think that's about it for this, and then I'm going to get started here, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so it's actually the next day, and I took a shower this morning to kind of get my thoughts together and figure out what I wanted to write and stuff. I've been thinking about it last night and today, but I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but when I'm in the shower, I do a lot more thinking than I usually would. So I think I'm going to take my one paragraph summaries and just really like think through each sentence of those summaries and expand on them to make the one page summaries, but I'm going to do it by dictating instead of writing them. And we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but I'm definitely going to give it a shot, and I don't know. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. I also learned some things. Like, I have a lot of tips here to help me today, which my handwriting is really small today, but I will leave these on the screen for just a minute so you can pause or whatever. I'm also going to kind of like shout them out. So the first one is to bullet point what you want to cover in your dictation, which this paragraph here is going to be where I'm at. And then take breaks to get your thoughts in order, which when I do it on Google Docs, it does seem to not care if I take a break. Like, not like a long break, but like a pause. It won't stop in the middle. And then the slower you talk, the better your words will be. And I'm working on that because I'm not the greatest at talking slower. But for this, I think I would definitely want to. And then just keep a drink, hot tea, or something like that on hand for when you take a break for your vocal cords, because you know you're talking. So just like you would take care of any other body part you're using a lot, keep some water on hand, which I do have water, and I have the coolest water bottle. Look at how cute this thing is. It's got little bees all over it. This one is by Bottle Smith. Oh, let me turn around. There we go. This is by Bottle Smith. I love this. It is my favorite water bottle I own currently. And then the next one is to self-edit right after you're done dictating, so you still know kind of what you were talking about and what is going on in the story, because if you do it later the next day, you're going to be like, what the heck was I even talking about? So doing the self-editing like right after you're done is really important. And then the last thing is to I don't know, this one says to use Otter, but I use my phone to film, so I'm using Google Docs, and it's really not that bad actually. It works decently well. So I'm going to take all of these into account and start doing the actual dictation, and I will let you guys know how that goes. Okay, so I just finished working on the one-page character summaries for each character, and it was interesting to have like a stream of consciousness thing going on, kind of like I've been saying that I wanted to do, because then I can learn things about my characters that I wouldn't while I'm typing, because I would be typing out and trying to type fast enough that I don't lose my train of thought. But doing it this way, I get a lot more words written in a shorter period of time, and I can think more about what the characters are doing, what is supposed to be happening in the story. Like, I got 2,438 words in probably about an hour, not even, and that's with taking breaks and stuff to think about what I wanted to do for the next one and things like that. So what I have here is, over here I have the notes of what I wanted to talk about. So we start with the main character. I have his little outline thing here, and I just broke up all the sentences so I knew what I was talking about, and I did that for each character. And then over here is where I'm just kind of speaking out everything. I'm gonna have to edit this in a little bit, but this is me just speaking for a period of time. Like, this one took me like 2 minutes and some change. I think closer to like 3 minutes, but I have all of these done here, so now I can just copy and paste these over here, and then I'll be able to edit them and have them ready to go. I don't know where to put you. I guess I'll put you here. As far as that goes, I think the editing probably won't really take long at all. It'll probably take a few minutes for each one, if that, and then I should be good to go. So my final thoughts for dictating for writing, I think for writing an outline, it kind of makes sense to do it that way, because you're able to think through your thoughts and kind of like talk through what you're trying to accomplish. And the other thing is, you're able to get through it a lot faster, because doing it this way, or doing the snowflake method already, you know, saves me a lot of time. But doing it with the dictating, it does it even faster, because I don't have to worry about, you know, am I spelling things right? Is this a sentence that makes sense? This and that. I could just go back and edit it right after I'm done. And I really enjoy that. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think of dictating for writing. Does it help? Is it more difficult for you? Things like that. This whole time I've been trying to figure out how it works. I might make another video about it if I, you know, start getting really into it and how much it helps me write my story. We'll see how that goes, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!